Good morning. Happy Friday, everybody. Happy Friday. How's everyone doing? NFP treating everybody well? Kind of crazy earnings in NFP, right? So there's that. But anyway, who is ready? Who is ready? Today is a special Friday, right? Because we are giving away 7 accounts. 7 MyFundedFutures accounts. And 6 of them will be evaluation accounts. One of them will be already a funded simulation, simulated funded account. So that means you don't have to pass a challenge, which is pretty crazy, right? Pretty unheard of. But like, hey, Tanya's got the connects. Only on the stream have you seen that, right? Pretty excited about that, honestly. So with this giveaway, like I mentioned on the stream, I've said a couple of times, like, hey, I think I'm gonna do a giveaway on stream, and I think for this one, I will be actually hand picking the winners based on the responses, so that someone random doesn't just pop in randomly and then get a funded account. Like I would want to know a little bit more about your strategy, your risk management, as well as whether or not you are watching the stream, right? So throughout the stream, I'll actually be saying a couple things, right? I'll give you answers to questions on the Google Forms, okay? And then, based on those questions, I will filter out only the people who got all the questions right as the first filter. And then, I will be reading your responses, right? So I think that is kind of pretty fair, pretty exciting though. Yes, someone's mentioning this shirt. This is a little bit different shirt actually from last Friday. I was wearing a leopard shirt. Today is a cheetah shirt. But not many people see the difference. Right. So let's talk about this for joining the giveaway. So first, I'll put in the first step in the comments. You have to have an account with them. It's free to sign up. Make sure you have an account with them using that link I just put in the chat. Okay. Anyway, how's everyone's Friday doing? I actually want to talk about more, because people have been asking me like, oh, why have you been using them and everything else, right? Because I really like their expert accounts, honestly, right? Like with their expert accounts, there's no scaling, no consistency, and I can withdraw how much I want, right? So far I have one funded account with them. I'm working towards another one on eval. This week on stream, actually, I think I ran it up to like 8,000 or something. Like, let me pull up my dashboard, honestly. So I can like, kind of want to do a little bit of a review there because I think yesterday, when ICT was watching, we hit a killer trade yesterday, by the way. Who was here yesterday? We read price, amazing. We called the move up to the pre-market highs and then we shorted it down. That was awesome. But the link doesn't work? Let me know. Let me click that link. Works for me. Okay, so that was step 1. I'll pin that. Oh my gosh, I do have 10 seconds delay and the chat is still going crazy. You just need to make an account with them. Make sure you know which email you use because that will be on the Google form. And oh, Freedom Forex Traders, that's so sweet. He says, hey Tanya Trades, I just wanted to take a moment to express my deepest gratitude for being such an incredible mentor. In my Forex trading journey, your guidance and expertise has been invaluable to me. Wow. That makes me quite happy. Thank you. I'm happy that I can provide some value there. Okay, so who was here yesterday, by the way? Yeah, tape reading is super important. Pretty crazy. Anyway, let's look over like what I was doing on my accounts like this week, because like I feel like a couple things I could have done better, right? What's up, boys? Yes, 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 yes. Oh, you was here yesterday. You guys were. Yeah. Okay. Why isn't it working? Interesting. Yeah, I can't log into my account either. Let me like literally like ask them what's up. You guys, this is the problem with our stream sometimes. We literally like make servers go down. I can't log into my account either. We'll review yesterday's trade though, real quick. So yesterday, there was 10 a.m. news. During that 10 a.m. news, we deeply retraced here into this 15-minute fair value gap, and then we popped up to London or pre-market. I wonder what time those highs were. Literally, like, let them know that you guys can't. It just goes to the straight home page, right? Okay. They're on it. They're on it. Don't worry about it. We will get to it. So what ended up happening, right? This was 10 a.m. news. Deeply retraced here. I was not able to catch the long. I was actually having a fill here. But then we hit these highs from pre-market highs, 15-minute highs before 8:30. I called out the fake bull flag. You guys can check it out on my channel. I put out the highlights. Shorted in this fair value gap and hit just the low-hanging fruit for a day before NFP. Pretty cool. ICT was in the house, and also he gave me a shout out on his community page. That was crazy. Like, I was actually like, what? What's going on? That was so cool. It's yes, we got 1,500 people. Hit that like button and we'll get to more steps in the giveaway. Then I will soon give out one of the answers to the Google Forms that we'll talk about. So a lot of people asked me like, how are you able to stay so calm and stuff like that? I think that's what people really like about my demeanor a little bit. It's like I don't really freak out. I would say number one is like just screen time and experience and watching price form those candles. But also number two, like actually like working on those things that are making you feel that way, right? So I actually do recommend this book. Not sponsored. The Mental Game of Trading by Jared Tendler. I follow him on Twitter also. I actually want to ask the chat, like, what is your biggest, yes, guys, we're getting the link, like, to work in a minute. Yeah, I literally I don't know what we did or what happened. Let me click my link over there. Like, it goes to the website, right? But then, like, when you click, oh, now it should work. Try now. I'm clicking login. That way it's like frozen for me. I want to show my stats and stuff. Oh my god, Umar. What's up, Umar, Ashraf? Shout out to Tanya for offering immense value to the trading community. What? What's up, Umar? That's crazy, you guys. He's like a celebrity in the trading world. For real. For real. The heck? Oh my god. Crazy. Thank you, Umar. He has a cool YouTube, and also he is the CEO of TradeZella, which is a trading journal, pretty popular trading journal. You guys can check out. A lot of people ask me a bunch of questions. And in the description below, there are answers to frequently asked questions. They're asking me like, what's your copy trader? What do you use to journal? I do use TradeZella to journal. We can go over that like a little bit later about like what my post-session process is like. But yeah, they have really cool data, and they actually just came out with some back testing. Anyway, who else uses that journal? Not a lot of people use journals. Like I'm honestly just, the reason why I do that is like I'm honestly just lazy. Like I'm lazy. Like to figure out like where my trades were, like where my entry and exit was, to do it manually, like on Notion. I did used to use Notion. And yeah, it just saves me a lot of time. Honestly, traders are lazy people. Like it's pretty similar to like engineers and mathematicians, right? Yeah, I'm getting them to work on that link real quick. What was I trying to say? Yeah, let me see what if I open it up in incognito. Oh yeah, let me actually put this on Twitter that we're live. Oh my god. Okay, so open is in 1 minute. What do you guys think is gonna happen? We literally are in this fair value gap, like sort of the midpoint of it. I think it's like it's a seek and destroy Friday. Bullish. I'm gonna have them fix the link, don't worry. So we came here, we didn't fill in that body. I think it's probably gonna push up again. It's a low that from another day. Kind of interesting. Oh my god, I think I have to put slow-mo on the stops and on the chat again. Oh my god, Nature's Lover sent me 40 rupees. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. We got 2,000 people in the chat. That's crazy. Okay, let me go to Twitter real quick. Let's watch what price does, actually. So at open, I do predict it's going to be up. Because, like, well, now we just had the retracement after earnings. Wasn't that a crazy earnings? I think Meta, how much did Meta go up? How much? Nvidia's up 2%, Microsoft is up 0.4%. Google's still down, really. Apple's down 3%. Wow. So that might be a little bit wishy-washy. Meta's up 15%, you guys. That's actually huge. Whoever, like, I do not recommend this, but do not gamble ER options ever. Most of the times it's not going to work. Okay, we're getting that link fixed for everybody. We do be crashing some websites sometimes on here, but that's the power of Team Tanya, really. But in the meantime, I will talk about, that's the open. We'll talk about real quick about like, maybe I'll give one of the clues for one of the multiple choice questions on the form, right? Because like I said on this form, I am making sure that people of higher quality get the this is MES, win it, because I actually want to make sure, or try to make sure as much as possible, that, you know, the winners take it seriously and don't just blow it up. Like, fun fact, you guys, like, I've won giveaways before and I've literally lost them because I just was like, YOLO, right? Like, that's not a good idea. Typically, you're gonna do better if you put your own money to invest it, right? So I'm trying to, like, number one, give back to the community, but also number two, try to instill some good practices with it, right? I don't want you guys, I really want, it would be the best for me if the winners of the giveaway, like, they end up tagging me on Twitter and they're like, hey, I won this free account and here's my payout now, right? Not only pass it, but payout, right? That's my goal. And that's happened already. That's actually happened. Yeah, so we have Sage from MyFundedFutures in the chat, a moderator. If anyone has questions for them, they will answer it. But they are fixing the website right now. The power of Team Tanya is real. So for one of the accounts, it's actually going to be a already funded account. It's going to be crazy, right? Like, wow, that person doesn't even actually have to pass a challenge, right? Well, that's why in this Google form, I'm actually going to ask you, what's your strategy and what's your risk management style? So have that in mind, okay? Is Umar still in the chat? That's like crazy. If he's still in the chat, this guy's like a millionaire just in my chat. Okay. He's like, he just bought his parents actually a $4 million house. Like, what? Goals. You guys, you know what one of my goals is to, and listen to this actually, right? Because this is actually going to be an answer to the bonus question or just the funded account. So you have to get this answer right to even be considered for the funded account. But my goal, one of my goals, it's like a dream, right? I'm going to buy my dad a BMW SUV or Mercedes SUV. Okay? Remember that. That's going to be like a literal question on the form. Umar Ashraf is still here. What? Okay. So far we like dipped into this. Look at the wicks doing the damage there. I really do not recommend trading NFP. We're just tape reading this and then also just talking about some other things that I find helpful. I want to ask the chat, you guys, what is like your worst, your mistake type of thing for trading? Is it that's holding you back? Is it fear? Is it overconfidence? Is it greed, right? Or tilt. Tilt, I think, is a big one, right? So I'm going to put the poll in the chat. Fear, overconfidence, or tilt. I'll do that. What's the number one emotion? Holding. Wow, the chat is just going crazy. Even I literally have like slow mode on here, right? Crazy. Holding. I'm putting it in a poll, you guys. I'm not going to be able to read that. So far, our prediction is pretty nice. Pretty nice. I don't know why my connection there. It's like now updating on my Ninja though. Okay, there we go. It's popping up a little bit, so that I'm actually wondering if that's going to be like the local low. Fear. Tilt. Or confidence. Over and under confidence. So let's start that poll. I'm actually very interested. So DXY has actually hit our buy-side liquidity finally. I am wondering what's going to happen. Right? All week, if you're on the stream, the past 2 weeks, okay? 2 weeks I have been complaining about this, okay? What is this? Right? Like, look at the daily. I want us to close above this already. All right? I want us to go for this buy side, and I want us to get there in a quick fashion. We actually have to close above it, right? That would actually be bearish for indices, but I mean, like, things aren't really correlated as of late. But every time what's happened is basically seek and destroy. We've been taking buy side, we've been taking sell side, etc., etc. So it's really not been easy conditions past few weeks, right? I've been just focusing on like staying solvent, which has been working, right? Because I've been okay, guys, check out the link now because I can log in now. By the way, try the link. Check out that link. Let me know in the chat real quick. You're able to log in. No, tilt is not really yeah, it is. Tilt is over trading. It's like being angry, right? And then you just like revenge trade, right? It's when you get over flooded with emotion and you just like can't even think straight. You kind of black out, right? And then all of a sudden you blew an account. Like, been there, done that. Probably made every mistake in the book. I honestly think like you have to learn the hard way a lot of times. Like, you're not just gonna learn from like someone else like saying don't do this, because you know, you have to like sort of forge your own experience, and then like it's probably embedded in your brain in a better way. Okay, let me send the link again. So the first step is to do that. See, I'm drinking chai tea latte for everybody that's asking in the chat. Love myself. A chai tea latte, made it myself. Did not buy it from Starbucks, I bought it myself. Step 1. Okay, let me know if that works. Yeah, if you already are signed up with an account, you can skip that step. But I already gave out one of the answers to the extra question at the beginning of the stream. So the real ones are here and know the answer to that. But anyway, I'm actually interested in the forms. You need to sign up, know which email you use to sign up, because that's like obviously how we're going to give you the account. The link is pinned. All right. You know what? I'm also going to make sure, I'm going to make the bot say that stuff too. Oh, and by the way, somebody told me like, yo, Tanya, like 24% off code doesn't work anymore yesterday. Yeah, because it ended in the end of January, but like for today's stream, just for today, just with my code Tanya Trades, you can still get 24% off. Let's put the giveaway stuff. In the meantime, let me like log into like what happened this week for me, right? Because I do like their dashboard is really good, right? So I said like the past 2 weeks, this week I'm literally just mostly eval on this stream because NFP weeks are super tough, right? So I did start a new expert account evaluation, okay? And we're almost there to the profit target at 12K, got to 8.2K. Not bad, not bad. So here we can, but like there's a couple things I could have done better. I could have been really close to the profit target, or probably passed it already, because I honestly, you guys, when there's like a little bit of pressure, when ICT's in the chat, I kind of like size a little lower to help my emotions, but like, you know, that's gonna be an adjustment going forward, like, but it's something like, you know, I have to just stick with the same sizing, because otherwise what, like then when he's not here and then I size bigger and then I take a loss because it's a little less pressure, it's going to be an issue, right? And that's like why I started streaming, right? I needed to add more pressure. Pressure. Anyway, we can look at my stats real quick because I kind of messed up, like, on, where is this? February, and then yesterday. Right. So my best trade was 4.8K because I just saw it really, this was, I think, a short, okay, on January 31st. I just took 15 contracts because I was pretty confident with that, right? So, and it was like a 1 to 3R, so I wasn't like risking the whole account. But I like their dashboard. On the evals, I am going to go a little harder, right, with my risk, like the amount of money I risk, because it's I kind of want to get through it a little quicker. Took 7 trades so far, right? So actually my win rate's 57%, right? A lot of times people are like telling me, yo, like your win rate's not that good or something, right? Yeah, my win rate is pretty much always like 50-60%, but that doesn't matter as long as I keep my risk mitigated, right? So for a 2-to-1 risk reward, all you need is 33% win rate to break even. Okay? So typically I am risking 2-to-1, right? Risking 1 to make 2, $1 to make $2, 100 to make 200, whatever you want to say. So like it's going to take care of itself, right? And a lot of people don't realize that, right? So you can see on my losing trades, I really kept them small. First off, this was just me testing to see if my data was working, so it doesn't really matter, right? It's 28-second long trade. This trade I got out of really quickly. Oh, this was FOMC, right? And this is a prime example of like, yo, when I was in a low probability trade, I only took MES and I took 4 contracts, right? And I quickly was like, I got out of that, right? Anyone here who's here for FOMC? That was like a special Tanya. That was like a special Tanya edition, because I'm really not live in the afternoons, but I did because popular demand, I guess, right? So that I took a quick stop out. I was only in there for 47 seconds, right? Because I was like, oh no, the fake move higher has not happened yet. It's still going to go because it wicked a fair value gap. Then I checked if it was working. And then here, this is an example of like, oh, a higher probability type of trade after FOMC. I took 5 ES contracts and I made 3K on that, right? So that's what I kind of want to stress the importance of this type of thing. I kind of like this. It literally tells you like how long you're in the trade and stuff like that. And then we can see last month here, right? So I took 6 trades on that Wednesday. And I can scroll down to see how long they were here. It's kind of cool, right? This is an example of what happened here. Who was here for this? ICT was in the chat for here. And for this trade, and I literally like fumbled it. I mean, I closed it early because of it invalidated a inverse fair value gap. And then the second one, it confirmed again that short, so I booked that win. But that was actually off stream, right? Because it was after 11. I was like, all right, we're done. But then I saw it confirmed. A little less pressure there, but so that's probably why that ended up being a bigger win. But yeah, I mean, cool stuff here. Like I said, like this is my issue, right, with some of these firms. Why I've started trading MyFundedFutures a little bit better, is like a little bit more, is because I kind of like, you know, I think it's important to introduce some competition in this space, right? It's going to encourage these firms to like be better for the trader, right? Like, for example, one thing I've been actually like requesting Top Step to do, and a lot of people have been, is to make 10 micros equal 1 mini, right? So I like to trade micros, like 15 micros. 10, 15 micros, and if I can't do that on the funded account at the beginning with their scaling plan. So you've seen on stream I've taken like 10 to 15 micros on my funded accounts, right? So I think it's better for the trader that way. And number 2, I really like their payout policy, right? It's based on calendar days. By the way, pretty much called that, right? Pretty nice. But I mean, like I said, NFP, like, it's too difficult for me to get involved. But nice to see, like, we're going higher. Do not try to fade first up move type of thing. But anyway, I think it's better for the trader that way. And another thing, I like their payout policy because you just have to 14 calendar days, not trading days, right? So I like that. It relieves a lot of pressure. For example, like on my funded account right now, like it's like at 15 calendar days, right? And so I just need like if I take like 2 winning trades and 2 winning days of good trades, I can request the payout, right? I don't need to trade whatever. Some other funded firms, they're like, you have to trade 5 days, you have to trade 10 days, trading days. Like you have to have a trade and not just like flip a micro, right? So I like that. It relieves a lot of pressure. And you guys know my style, right? It's like one shot, one kill, right? I'm not a scalper that's taking like 10 trades a day. I'm like pretty much looking for that like one A+ setup a day, right? And I do like recommend people to do that as well, especially beginning traders. Like at the end of the day, like I like to review the chart and being like, okay, according to my setup, what was like the A+ setup of the day? Did I take it? And if I didn't, like, why not? Was it maybe outside of the kill zone, right? Was it after 11? Because I don't really trade after 11 most times. Or was it like I was fearful? I was like trigger shy, scared to press the button. Anyway, I'm interested to see this poll right now. You guys can't see my screen? Oh, Lord, help me. Oh my God, I put it on that one. Anyway, let me put it on what the hell I was talking about. Jesus. Sorry. That's actually hilarious. I will show literally what I was talking about then again. So I like their funded, the dashboard here, right? We have 8,000 out of 12. Right, and I wanted to show this, right? Oops. Right, this was a day like actually ICT was in the chat, and then I just took a premature loss because it inverted and invalidated my trade, and then after the stream is over, I booked that win. But if I can see here, like 57% win rate. Let me check to see that's good now. Yeah. 57% win rate. 6.6 profit factor. That's actually kind of lit. That's lit. You need over 1 profit factor, like over 1 to be considered like profitable. So it shows you like, okay, my best trade was 4,800, my worst trade was 1,200, my average win, my average loss, number of trades. What I like to see here is like, I wanted to show, okay, I got the hell out of this trade, 47 seconds. I literally kept it really small sizing because I knew it was like really risky to do it at 2:37 p.m., right? That's right after FOMC. We were looking for like the second fake move and I was like, oh, that hasn't happened yet, right? And then I waited. No, this was me checking to see if this was working. So that brought my win rate down a little. This doesn't really count, right? I was in it for like 28 seconds. And then I sized up, right? ESH, 5 contracts. On ES, I took a short on FOMC. We did that live here. You guys could literally check that out. That was kind of fun. We kind of called that to a T. And then, so that literally shows like, you gotta just know the market conditions, when to, like with your sizing, right? If size up when really good market conditions, size down if it's like not really that good of a trade or hard conditions, right? So it's all about like managing your risk. I kind of like this, right? It shows me like the little trades I took. Pretty short trades. That's what I wanted to show there. So we're almost like, this week was pretty much, I said, it was like, for me, the goal was literally like stay solvent, don't blow up. So I was mostly trading on eval. You know, if I have my own mentor saying like, don't trade from like Wednesday to Friday, and he pops into the chat, oof, I can't be trading funded accounts. Well, maybe I can. It is my stream, but like, you know, a lot of what I do is like, I hope that people like it. Okay, here we go. I got a donation. Wow. Mr. Horology, thank you so much for the $10 donation. Tanya, your stream is by far the best on YouTube. You are calm and stick to your plan. Thank you for demonstrating professionalism and good character while trading. ICT Horology. Thank you so much. I appreciate the really nice words, you guys. Ooh, that made my day, honestly. Thank you. Because, like, you know, it's hard to do streaming and, like, you know, not all comments are nice. So it's super, but like really by far, like the nice comments in the community, like the supportive community outweighs the, any negativity. So thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Let's see. Please don't spam the chat. Someone's asking, how old am I? You can check out my Instagram and then like guess. Okay. That's my answer to that always on the stream. Check out my Instagram in the description below. Tanya, what's your age? What's your height? Go ahead and go and guess. Okay. Let me check out the poll here. What ended up happening? Okay, number one emotion holding you back is fear. That's actually kind of interesting to me. I thought it would be tilt or honestly, I thought it would be tilt. So honestly, let me what do you guys think? Should I read an excerpt from this book for a little bit? Because honestly, this book, I'm telling you, it's not sponsored, by the way. You guys can go ahead and freaking tag Jared Tendler on Twitter. He doesn't know I'm doing this. But literally, this book, when I was reading it and listening to it, it just called me out in so many ways. I'll just read maybe one paragraph. Fear of losing. Honestly, I think what you have to do for that is literally just backtest a lot more. Okay. And I want to ask next, I'm going to ask how many people in this chat trade ICT concepts, right? Because I am going to say the next answer to one of the questions on the Google form real quick based on that one. Okay, let me see. Giveaway. Okay, first I'm going to do the poll. Do you trade ICT concepts or not? Doesn't matter if you do or not. ICT Army in the chat. Wow, crazy, crazy chat. Today the chat is crazy. You guys are hype on your caffeine or hype on the giveaway. I don't know which one. I'm in a good mood today. I have my chai tea latte. You guys have been requesting another backtesting session from me. I'll get into that because I think that is probably number one thing that's going to help you with fear is simply backtesting, knowing your model, and literally forward testing. You have these softwares on Trade. They have it on TradeZella now, where you literally it's literally as you're taking a trade. I've done the back testing on this channel as well. So you have to literally take those trades, press the button, and it's a little bit different, but I still feel emotion when I'm doing that forward testing on FX Replay or TradeZella, and I get stopped out. That's building a pseudo memory, right? So you have to literally get used to that emotion, and then I think it dulls it over time. You get used to the feeling of being stopped out, and you realize it doesn't really matter in the long run. Okay. La da dee da dee. We like to party. Sometimes we sing on the stream. I will refrain from doing so though. I think yesterday I sang. It's kind of funny how there's so many different opinions. Some people, I do sometimes watch back what the chat said during certain parts. Some people love it, some people hate it. That's the beauty of YouTube, is that there's so many different types of people. You can love my calm demeanor. You can think I'm boring. You can think, want me to take more trades, or you can want me to just be in the passenger seat as you're trading, right? So, okay, 85% yes. All right, cool. So the next answer to the question, to one of the Google form questions, right? So pay attention. Pay attention. My favorite ICT playlist. Ready? Is the ICT 2022 mentorship. Okay, so we're rewarding people who are watching the stream, not just like coming in last second. Wow, wow, wow. Christian, thank you for the donation. He says, I trade with stochastic oscillator, and curiously, your analysis coincides with mine. I guess because it's a mean reversal strategy. Yeah, interesting. Sometimes, like, you guys, it's going to be on the Google form. You don't have to put it in there. And but like, yeah, it's kind of interesting how sometimes, different strategies collide. I mean, happens a lot. Honestly, a lot of people sometimes tell me like, hey, like where you're trying to take profit, right, in a short is where VWAP is, and I'm gonna like look to start buying there. I'm like, okay, cool. Makes sense, right? Because sometimes I just read data based on how the candle bodies form. And typically, if you think about it, large displacements to the upside, like that's a lot of orders there, right? I don't want to get into this theories for too much, but like if it will line up with like volume profile on the side or something, or VWAP. Yep, it's going to be on a Google form. Well, it's not released yet. The Google form is not released yet. It'll be released in about probably 20 minutes, right? Because that's how I'm running this thing. So, by the way, you guys, I will give you as a thank you for being here, right? I actually do have a lot. If you're a part of this chat, you do know I do have my own notes, 41 pages of notes on that mentorship, and it seems like lots of people are fans of it. So I don't recommend using this as a standalone, of course. You should watch the mentorship and you should have your own notes. But here's my notes. I'll send it in the chat real quick. Google Drive. It's not... You know what would be funny if we freaking crash Google Drive? That would be hilarious. I know somebody with like 100K on like Instagram, and she crashed Google Maps because she has like the biggest like shared maps on Google, which is funny. And guess what it is? The biggest shared map, Google Maps in the world, where you can share it with other people and see pins, is a map of the public bathrooms in New York City. Okay? Why? Because we don't really have a lot of public bathrooms that are well known, right? And there are like different public bathrooms in different department stores like the Macy's, Bloomingdale's, whatever, Barnes and Noble, whatever. So that's an actual issue, right? There are like different New York City bathroom laws too, but I literally follow the account, okay? Because it's good to know. Bryant Park, for example, I learned I was always hesitant to see that bathroom because I don't really like to go to like a public park bathroom, but it's actually really nice inside, and they have like flowers and attendants, like, and I only know because of that account. It's kind of hilarious. Hi Justin, thank you so much for the donation. Good morning, Tanya. Great stream as always. Hope you have a great weekend. Looking forward to more of your vlogs. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, we just released a vlog on the channel. I went down to Florida last week, so you guys can check that out. We had a lot of fun. I did a little collab with Patrick Wieland. He literally was like requesting collab for months from me, and then I was like, yeah, let's do it. It's January. I want to go to Florida and get some sunlight. You guys, I wonder if go to that vlog and count how many times I mentioned the sun. Probably 1 billion times, because I have not seen the sun. Literally right now in New York, it is raining, but it should be sunny tomorrow. Hello, Tanya. Brett Tong says, ooh, that's an interesting question. When am I going on Words of Wisdom? Right, you guys. Well, I don't know. I kind of declined. I have been invited 2 out of 3 podcasts at this point, right? Words of Wisdom. I love his podcast, by the way. I watch it. Omar's on there. Paladin's on there. I think Raja Banks is what really kickstarted that channel. I was there since the beginning. I was actually there since before his Raja Banks like debut. So I really like his work ethic and I like to be inspired by it, right? But I declined for now because I just feel like it's kind of intense, right? It's like an hour and a half podcast, 2 hour podcast. And that is a lot for me to do. And I don't think I'm there yet. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think I'm there yet. Who here knows like Hannah Forex? Like she's also talked about this. I don't know whether it's like the fact that like I'm a woman and I'm like a little bit more I don't know, less I don't know how what I would say. Like I a little bit more reserved in that fashion maybe. Um lot more not like I'm not like fearful. I just feel like I don't know, you know? I'm just not ready for an interview yet. So that's my Funded Futures little account. Oh yeah, what I like about them, right? Like I said, is that like legit. I'm literally waiting on my funded account. I'm legit just waiting for my A+ setups to put it on trades, like, and then I'm gonna take that payout. You'll see. We'll do it. We're doing it live on the stream. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that. I have to really get and be encouraged because I am not that excited about being on an interview. We did on Patrick's stream, he actually did a little interview with me, right? But it was only like it's like a 10-minute thing. And I think another one will come out and it's probably like a 20-minute thing. But yeah, you guys can check out that video. If you're here late, a little bit late, I did give a hint for the Google form that I will filter for the winner because I'm handpicking the winners today. Only people who get that question right are going to be eligible for the 100K sim funded. And it is, I already said it in the stream, but if you missed it, then you can go over to Patrick Whelan's channel. And I did say the answer to that in his interview. It's like a 10-minute long thing, but he asked me a question about what would I buy, right? So that's for the people coming in late. I'll give you a second chance just for that, but that's it. Oh my god, the chat is just going nuts today. It's going nuts today. And someone said the sun. Would I buy the sun? No, I can't buy the sun. Anyway, so far, like, we're kind of, like, chopping around here. Okay. Interesting that, like, most people have fear. You literally just... Okay, one other tip I have for that is, like, size so small that you do not care if it's a loss, right? Literally size 1 micro contract, like that. If you lose, let's say like 5 points on MES, you lose $25, okay? Then you're going to be a lot better off. By the way, welcome Walter Jankonoviches to Bagel Club. Lit, we're growing our Bagel Club by the day. The Google form will be released in about 30 minutes, right? Because I'm not going to just give it to you right now. So... let me see about that. What is, who here has been, I wonder who's here been, like, who's, like, a regular here? Jeez. When trading, how many pairs I look at? I look at NES, I look at NQ and ES and YM and DXY. A lot of people ask me, like, yo, are you, a private charter member? And I like to say, I've gone to public school my whole life, and I'm a public school ICT student too, okay? I'm not a private charter member. I learned, starting in 2022, the 2022 mentorship, okay? Hashtag public school for life. Teaches you, builds character, right? Especially New York City public school. I actually went to a pretty good high school, but my middle school was, you know, pretty much what you think. There were stink bombs people put in the staircase going down to the lunchroom every Friday. And then, like, because of that, the school store would get shut down, so we wouldn't be allowed to get chips and stuff. And the well, it makes sense because, like, you know, it's not fair for the school store was by that staircase, so it wasn't fair for like the PTA moms to have to smell the stink bomb. So we're not allowed to get chips or ice cream. And then also there were definitely food fights. But you know, I was not on the area of the lunchroom where that was happening because I was a good honors student, right? But I literally thought like food fights were like a thing that happened in movies, right? No, it happens. It happens, you guys. It happens. So let's give out the next one. You guys, yeah, MyFundedFutures did send me a little chart, and literally we sent 10 times more users to their website than usual. That is kind of hilarious. The power of Team Tanya, the power of ICT students in the chat. That is hilarious. Okay. Okay, next answer. Okay. This is especially if you're a homie, if you're a regular to this stream, okay? You probably know this. But what is Tanya's main model? What is Tanya's main model? Answer, silver bullet. Okay, so that will be an answer on the... That's going to be one of the answers you will have to get correct to be considered for the giveaway, because I am hand picking. I'm so serious. And a lot of people sometimes ask me like, yo, Tanya, do you do turtle soup, right? And for people that really don't know what turtle soup is, that's when you're selling during the manipulation or the liquidity grab, or buying during the liquidity grab. To that I say I am allergic to turtle soup, okay? That's not my thing. I just feel like that's too complicated for me. It's too tricky. Like you could literally watch the video I put out that said like on my channel, it's like the trade that got me a shout out from ICT, right? At the beginning, I literally say like, this looks like a failed bull flag, right? And I think it's gonna fail and drop from there, from literally the local highs. Like, and I called pretty much the top there, but did I enter the trade there? No, because I'm not a turtle soup kind of girly. Okay, I'm a silver bullet kind of girly. Like, I will wait for the structure shift. It's just a lot higher probability. Like, you do you or whatever, but I think like for me, the turtle soup is like, sure, you can literally catch like huge moves and high reward, but I think like the win rate's not that great. And also I'm kind of confused, like where would I put the stop there, right? I guess like I do use it if on a lower time frame, but not really in the sense, right? If you think about, do you consider an inducement into a fair value gap on a lower time frame a turtle soup? Maybe, but not really, right? So my main strategy is the silver bullet. There's a bunch of like strategies on the ICT, right? So I think yesterday I called out the 15-minute optimal trade entry. But I don't like to enter on the 15-minute either. I think, that would have been like a 30-point stop. Not my type of thing. Also, you have to wait a long time, right? Okay. In about 15 minutes, we will release that Google form. Make sure you are signed up with your email, because otherwise you're just not gonna win, because I'm filtering based on that as well. And also be subscribed to my channel. I'm gonna ask you for a YouTube username as well. Okay. Actually, this is going to be a short answer one, not a... Cool. Okay, and then what else I'm going to ask you guys is in that Google form, I'm going to release it soon. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. The chat's going wild. The chat's just going wild. There's 3,000 people here. That's crazy. Wow, out to space. Okay. Hit the like button, you guys. 3,000 people here. I will release the Google form once we get to 1,500 likes. Okay, 3,000 people here. It should be easy. Okay. Out to space says proposing at top of the rock, New York City. Need food recommendations. Wow, congrats, that's so exciting. Oh my god, Top of the Rock. If you guys don't know what Top of the Rock is, it's the top of Rockefeller Center, right? It's a restaurant that they have. Also, like, you can just pay like, I think it's like 50 or 60 bucks to go to the top over there, and you see a nice view of the Empire State Building right across from you. I think that is a better view than the Empire State Building, because, hey, if I'm at the New York City skyline, I want to see the Empire State Building, right? And I can't see it if I'm in the Empire State Building. And actually, fun fact, I've never been inside the Empire State Building. That's like a, I guess native New Yorkers don't really do so much of those things, but I have been on top of the Rock, and I have been on top of the World Trade Center. Oops, 10:15 tilt alarm is off. So if you guys are trading, like, make sure you're not tilted or anything like that. It seems like price is consolidating here. Probably for a push up higher soon. I'm not too into this though. What was I saying? And the only times I've really let me think. The only times I've really done those things, right, touristy things, I guess, right, because I don't really have the time otherwise, is when, like, one of my cousins visits me from Croatia. And then, like, I do that. So let me think of food recommendations. I'm guessing, like, you will want a restaurant. There's so many. It depends on, like, what you like. Such a good question, though. Like, my mind just went to something that's, like, it's not really fancy though, but like Junior's, they have really good cheesecake, and that's, like, close by in Rockefeller Center. They have good, like, pastrami sandwich. Let me think what else. I can't even think of, like, a good steak. Whenever someone asks me about a good steakhouse, I like my dad's steaks more than any of the steakhouses I've tried. I've tried Smith and Volensky. I don't like their steaks. I've tried Del Frisco. I didn't like their steaks too much. I tried, what is the other one? Fogo de Chão's, like, I haven't been there though. That's like a Brazilian steakhouse. I've heard that it's overrated though. So, a good restaurant, and I'm guessing in the middle of the city. There's a bunch of them, but, like, I don't know why, like, Junior's was the first one I thought about. I went to a pretty good Peruvian one the other day. Or was it Cuban? If you like noodles though, this is also like not a fancy one, but like Jan's Famous in Foods. If you like noodles, it's like you come in and they hand pulled noodles, and I literally have their the recipe book as well. Really cool place. Casa Adela's good for Puerto Rican food. It's on the Lower East Side. Let me think what else. Literally looking through my phone for a second. I'm trying to find this like good what was it called? Can't remember the name, but it was really good. It was close to the Intrepid. Go to the Intrepid. I love museums in New York City. Okay, if anyone's asking me like where to go, I like the Intrepid. Go to the Intrepid, and they have a G-force simulator. Literally so cool. You pay like maybe an extra $12, and you're in this like device, and they close you in this capsule with another person, right? So you can take your fiance. I did it with a friend, and they closed you in the capsule, and now you're in a simulation where you're fighter pilots, okay? And you're in a battle, and one of you is the pilot and the other one is like the fighter, right? So one of you is controlling the direction and the other person is controlling the shooting. And it's crazy. You can flip upside down and everything. And my friend was like, Tanya, we are upside down. We are upside down. I'm like, oh, okay, I got you. So you're literally spinning in this thing, and it simulates like G-force. So crazy. Where is it? Oh, I like this place. It's a Japanese place. Ichibantai. Ichibante. It's like a nice Japanese place. Oh, and this is the other one I liked. Yeah, Casa Adela, I said. Okay. So anyway, let's see how many likes we got on that video. I mean, on the video so far. Like I said, I'm handpicking the winners here. So I will release the Google form to give you guys like some time to fill it out, and also me time to handpick. So in this Google form, I'm releasing it very soon. Let's see how many likes. 1424. I will release it once there's 1500. But so keep in mind, what is your main strategy? I'm going to ask you, and describe it. You're going to have to describe it in 3 sentences or less. And also, what will you do when you lose 2 trades in a row? Be specific in your in your actions and risk management. Because, like I said, I literally don't want this to go to people gambling, and also don't want this to go to like someone just randomly popping in. All right. Also, you must be subscribed to this channel. I will be asking for your YouTube username. Okay, required. Cool. Let's see, are we ready to rumble? And you'll only be allowed, obviously, you guys, I'm handpicking this, so please do not do extra responses because I'll just literally disqualify you if I see you doing like extra responses. And I do put like you can only do it on like 1 email, so one limit to 1 response. And like literally, like unfortunately, like in the past giveaway, even though I did that on the Google form, most like 99% of people did just do 1 response, but somebody like started making a bunch of emails. Like I could see that. Okay. You guys, are you ready? Thank you for sticking with me. Okay. We are ready for this. Do 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 do. Bum 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 bum. Okay, I'm putting the Google form in the. Someone said they're glad they didn't trade today. Yeah, I mean, I didn't take a trade either. I mean, we can see this ugliness down here on DXY is actually closing above this buy side liquidity, right? I wanted to close above there, right? And so far, literally in indices not really doing too much, right? Right here, just flagging, as they say on retail. But it's not looking good for higher. I think this is another fake bull flag. I'm not going to go short, right? Why? I mean, I wouldn't go long because of this, right? DXY is closing above there. Do 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 do. All right, yes, you do. Most people do trade ICT concepts. Cool. Okay, did I put the giveaway form in here? There you go. Giveaway form is in here. I like how there's like less chat right now because I know people are filling it out. They're filling out the giveaway form now. You have to put your answers in here. And I will choose the winners in about at probably start choosing the winners at 10:40. And hopefully we'll have all the winners done by 11. But so what the giveaway entails, right? There's 6 accounts. There's going to be 3 starter accounts, 3 expert accounts, and 1 already funded account, right? So people are like, Tanya, what's like the difference between starter and expert accounts on here? Right? The difference is for expert accounts, you have a little bit higher profit target because of all the perks you get when you are funded, right? So there's no consistency rule. There's no scaling, which means like you can just take 15 contracts right away if you have 150K. And no withdrawal limits, right? So let's say you make like $8,000 and you want to just withdraw everything and close your account, you can do that. If you made like $9,000 and you want to withdraw 6,000 of it, go ahead. You know, that's what I think makes them really unique. Like rewards you for being a good trader and like they trust that you're good. They don't like put all these restrictions, right? Like if you want to just get started, you know, you don't have to wait a long time. A lot of other firms, you gotta wait like 10, you're restricted by like percentage of how much you can take out, whatever. So that's where they're unique, is that they offer those expert accounts. But they also do have starter accounts, which is like more like what Top Step has and some other firms. What was the other thing I wanted to say? Yeah, this failed bull flag is happening. I'm almost done with this chai tea latte. Alright, in the meantime, while you guys are filling out the Google form, I will be reading out loud a passage from Fear. Since everyone says, most people say, fear is an issue. Let me drink some water as well, so... This ain't easy, you gotta talk a lot. Okay. Fear. Fear in trading is so well known and may be overblown. This is important because to clearly identify and resolve your issues of fear, you need to be specific. You may already have labeled some of these issues for yourself. Fear of losing, fear of mistakes, fear of failing. These are all real fears, and I'll talk about them later. But we also need to address misinterpretations about what fear really is as opposed to what it isn't. Without this, we can't correctly identify and correct the performance flaws causing actual fears. Misinterpretations are easy to make because trading is far more intense than the typical job. Imagine how much would change in the corporate world if salaried employees were paid based on their day-to-day performance. What if they had money taken out of their paychecks if they underperformed? Considered in those terms, not even professional athletes have the same pressure. Damn, I agree with that. Like, what other job where you do bad that day? Like, they take money away from you. Not many. Just pretty much like trading and like maybe like poker and some other. Okay. Tom Brady doesn't get his pay docked if he throws an interception. Tiger Woods doesn't personally hand over $50,000 on the first tee to play in a tournament. By the way, I was reading Best Loser Wins, and he also mentioned Tiger Woods, and somebody, he asked like somebody who was like his competitor, he was like, what is like different about Tiger Woods? And his competitor said like, he doesn't beat himself up so much over a mistake that he made. He's like okay with it. Okay. Even if you're in a prop firm or an institutional trader and it's not your money on the line, big mistakes or consistent underperformance will still cut the size of your hook. Or you get fired. All of this is to say that natural nerves are an inherent part of trading and can be easy to mistake them for the anxiety and fear generated by a performance flaw. Another common source of fear that isn't driven by a performance flaw is having a weak or incomplete trading strategy, right? So maybe that's what I was saying, like you got a back test. Like maybe it's literally not like your fear, your nerves. It could be like that you're not confident in your own trading strategy, right? Okay. So the feeling of higher amounts of uncertainty are inevitable when you are less clear on how you make money, what trades to take, or whether a loss was due to a mistake or bad luck, right? So that is kind of important. Like, was it because of like you executing wrong? Or was it because like, okay, the market conditions or like it literally just like didn't work out that time, right? There was a time on this channel I wanted a entry and I missed it, and then I chased and then I got stopped out where like I like a short-term low, and that wasn't a good stop to put. I should have put it at the intermediate term low, right? And because of that, like I got stopped out, right? But then that trade ended up, had I just hung on, waited for the correct entry, it would have worked out, right? Okay. The uncertainty can create increasing amounts of nervousness, doubt, and fear simply because of the ability to measure and evaluate your trading is less accurate. On the surface, those emotions can signal a weakness in your strategy. Okay. I'm going to skip ahead. Okay. He says here that like trading should be 10% mental and 90% technical, right? So to go back to basics to your trading plan, right? Well, that's easier said than done, right? This he talks about a trader that couldn't pull the trigger because he had too many unanswered questions about his own strategy. So that's when you have to really just go back to the basics, right? So now he talks about this guy Vishal who was having trouble with that, and he says that he reduced the amount of time he spent in front of screens, he turned them off, and instead he worked on his edge until he got an alert. That's kind of interesting, right? And he was able to tighten up his strategy by putting in the time to answer ahead of time many of the questions he would otherwise have at the point of execution. Look at the fake bull flag is starting to drip down. By the way, you guys, you have like 8 minutes to to fill out that giveaway form, and then I'll start choosing, hand picking. Okay. Ideally, the role of anxiety and fear is to highlight something that is wrong or unknown with your read of the market, your positions, or how your strategy lines up with the market. If that's what's happening, it means your mental game is solid and largely free of the flaws, beliefs, or illusions that typically cause fear. For many of you, however, that isn't the case. You may, for example, worry about blowing up, consistently size too small, especially in positions that you sense could be home runs. I actually have that. I was talking about that earlier in the stream. I have a little bit of an issue with that, right? I sized too small earlier, like yesterday. Stay out of trades concerned about getting it wrong. Consistently think about going broke. Avoid trades that have the potential to be very volatile, right? Yeah, that's actually a pretty common thing that causes fear. Is like when more volatility comes into the market, people see these huge range candles, then they're more anxious to enter a trade, right? Because they're afraid that they'll get stopped out. Okay. To get a clear look at exactly what you're by the way, let me see this. This is kind of interesting here. We can tape read this for a second. I wonder if price will reject in this fair value gap here. We can just mark that out. I'm not taking the trade, but I can just mark it out because the thing is DXY is pushing higher. It's just pushing higher. So I wonder if this is going to fail. It is after 10:30. See what the reaction is in there. If you take a clear look at exactly what you're facing, first rule out that it's not a consequence of the normal competitive nerves or a weak trading plan. Okay, so make sure that it's not your normal competitive nerves, normal nerves, or a weak trading plan, right? So first make sure that you know what your model is, right? The nature of fear. If you're going to resolve the issues causing your fear, you need to first understand where it comes from. At a basic level, it can be reduced to uncertainty. Yes, that's overly simplistic. But think about it this way. When you have certainty, you don't have fear. The unknown is taken out of the equation. Okay, let me put in this. This is what I'm... Okay, so it inverted this, by the way. It inverted this fair value gap, so it's not really looking that great for lower. So that's just NFP for you. Glad I didn't take anything. Imagine you had a fear of losing, and you were particularly on edge because of a recent drawdown. Happens a lot. But a few minutes before market opens, a magical trading fairy appears on your shoulder and tells you the outcome of the day. You'd know to expect a handful of small losses in the first hour, but 2 large wins in the afternoon would make the day solidly profitable. Instantly, the tension, nerves, and fear would disappear. You'd be pumped to have a profitable day, and more importantly, rather than triggering fear and possibly costing you some of the afternoon profits, you'd be confident that those early losses would not affect you. Of course, there's no trading fairy, yet some traders can take even heavy losses and not experience fear. How are they able to do that? What they have in common is certainty. They are so certain that their strategy will pay off, they simply aren't worried about the short-term losses. They can be certain in their ability to find a way to make money, adapt if market conditions change, or develop a new strategy. Certainty is the antidote to fear. I'm not suggesting the end goal is to always have certainty. That's not even practical. Instead, I'm suggesting that certainty and fear can't coexist, and uncertainty is the breeding ground for fear. Uncertainty is essentially a question you don't have the answer for, or don't have enough experience to prove the answer you already have is correct. Right? That's so true. You need more experience. When these questions are unanswered or unproven, doubt lingers, worry builds, and eventually that worry accumulates into anxiety. If this goes on long enough, it turns into fear. As with other emotions, fear exists along a scale, one that begins as a question. You need to dig into your fear and pull out the questions that are unanswered, unproven, unclear, or uncertain, because they indicate what you want to know at a deeper level. The following are examples of common questions traders have. Why am I losing money? Why did I make that mistake? Is this a spot where I can add discretion? Is what I'm looking at worthwhile? What if I've missed something in my analysis? What am I doing wrong? When will I start making money again? How could I have been so stupid? Will I make it as a trader? What will I do if I can't make money from trading? Have I lost it? Am I going to be able to figure it out? Sometimes these are legitimate questions that linger in the back of your mind without being answered, or you can't yet be answered, leading to more uncertainty. Other times, they're answered automatically with responses such as, it's because I'm stupid that I make these mistakes. I'm never going to make money again. Or, I'll end up working some soulless corporate job because I'm just not a good enough trader. These answers generate secondary emotions and perpetuate fear. What's more, flaws often contaminate these questions. Asking, what am I doing wrong, or how can I have been so stupid, presumes that you were wrong and stupid. Asking, when will I start making money again, presumes you could possibly know that. Uncertainty is a core element in your profession. You need to embrace that fact so deeply, it's as if it's coded in your DNA. But as a trader struggling to control your fear, simply embracing uncertainty isn't enough. You need to identify and correct the underlying flaws that force you to need certainty when you can't have it yet. Okay? So that's kind of interesting, right? I think I'll stop there because I'll pick the winners in 1 minute. I hope I brought a little bit of value there. But that's kind of interesting. He starts talking about, yes, you need to embrace uncertainty, but you also need to address the parts of yourself that need that certainty, right? So I think a lot of books, trading books, I mean, I really love Trading the Zone. That's like probably the classic trading psychology book. I recommend like that as the first book a new trader reads. That was my first trading book. It's over there in the little bookshelf, the blue one. But Mark Douglas, he's so cool, rest in peace, but he said, that's what you literally have to do. You have to think in probabilities and you have to embrace uncertainty. But what I like about that book, Jerry Tendler's book, is that he tells you like what else to do. It's like not just embracing uncertainty, it's like how to do that, right? And then he goes deeper into how to do that. We're not going to get to that today, obviously. So, it's time. Oh Lord, we have 847 responses. It's time for me. We're closing the giveaway. So, to start hand picking this. Okay. Awesome. All right, we are filtering based on what did Tanya say. She would buy. Hey, a good amount of people did say that one. Good. Awesome. Oof. But about half of the people did not say it, so that's good. I'm gonna filter that out. Let me ask the chat, did you guys enjoy the check stuck here, sorry, spam. Did you enjoy the little bit of the excerpt of reading? Tanya's reading? Should I be a audiobook reader? I don't think so, but book name? The Mental Game of Trading by Jerry Tendler. That's the book name. Okay, let me read the forms now. Somebody wrote, oops, missed it. Oh, did I say in the oh yeah, I did give you guys my 2022 mentorship notes, right? If you need my 2022 mentorship notes, then you can check out my community tab or my highlights. Community tab in YouTube and highlights in Twitter. Anyway, interesting here. It was like the failed bull flag that literally stopped out these longs for it to go higher. Makes sense. Makes sense that it would do that. Okay. You have about 400 people that... Okay, so we filter out half. Perfect. I'll probably announce the winners. It's probably going to take a while, you guys, honestly. Because I am handpicking. And I take this seriously. I literally want you guys to hopefully tag me when you get a payout. Perfect, perfect. Cool. Create a filter. Nice. Really interesting that like DXY is like above that range, by the way. Okay, it's not closing above it. Okay. I like who's put this one. Okay. This is gonna be the first. This is gonna be the first winner of. This is for the 50K starter account. We will pick the funded account. No, actually, never mind. They're disqualified because I thought I liked their. Never mind. They're disqualified because that's actually hilarious, but no, they're disqualified. I wrote like, you know, for the what did Tanya say? Somehow they made it through the filter, but they wrote what did Tanya say is gonna buy? Is gonna buy when she has money, and they wrote Tanya wants to buy a Michael Huddleston. That's kind of funny, but no, I did like who they wrote. They wrote in all caps. I close the laptop and go outside after I check what's wrong, and learn from it. Respect my risk management. That's good, but not good enough. Okay, so literally I'm starting from the top here, filtered, and we're good. Okay. Okay. Cool. And I'm very much picking this based on how well thought out the risk management strategy is. Okay. Similar to 2022 model, but off of IFFG, taking liquidity. Okay, here we go. I said be specific in this. So this is the winner of the starter account. It's going to be Nico. Congrats, Nico Bentley. 50K starter account is yours. Congrats, Nico. They said this. They said, risk gets cut in half. Normal risk is 0.5%. 2 lost trades at 0.5% means 0.25% risk for the next trade. Yep. That's what you got to do for these futures prop firms. Okay. I have like a little... I should not pick that. Okay. Okay. Yo, come on, bro. Somebody had the right answers, and you know what they put out for the risk management? They literally wrote, I'm mad. I probably will take a third trade. That's crazy, bro. You're not going to win the account. You got to fix that. Okay. What else we're doing? The next one is the winner of the 100K account, and I have the winner for that. I will announce it in literally 1 minute. I like what they wrote. 100K starter account. Okay. Peter Schaap. Oh, interesting, actually, Peter. Peter is not actually one of the few non-ICT ones, but I really do like. You know, that's not a requirement. So their strategy is technical analysis and stochastics and MACD. Okay, MACD levels. I think that was the one that said it earlier. Cool. But I really like what he wrote. I journal the 2 trades if they lose 2 trades in a row. I journal the 2 trades and then analyze if my bias is correct. I don't take another trade until I've fully decided what my plan is for the next trade, and I also size down for the next trade. Correct. Great. Okay. Okay, I like this one as well. Okay, next one, we're gonna give draw to what's the name? 150K starter account. Oh my gosh, so much. Congrats to Peter and congrats to Nico so far. We still have 5 left. Oh my god. Okay. I really love this one. This is what I do. Okay, here we go. The winner of the 150K account, starter account, is... What's the name? Tarek Musle. Congrats to Tarek. What did he say? He said... I like let me just like highlight it. Okay. He said his strategy is looking at higher time frame PD arrays and lower down until I get to the 1 hour. And on the 1 hour, I plug in the higher time frame PD arrays and use it on the 15, 5, and 1 minute charts for entry and exit. Cool. So I like what he said for the risk management. 2 losing trades, you stop trading for the day. Next day, if I find opportunity, I'll size down or trade micros until I go back from that losing trade. Great, good strategy there. That's pretty similar to what I do. It's like I have 2 losers. Like stop. That's it. Like I'm wrong on my direction on the day, or like I'm off of my performance, and Just have to stop. And then next day I'm sizing down on that next trade, as well as not forcing anything. And then also, like, when do you start sizing up? When I start sizing back up is when I make half of my drawdown back. That is in a risk management series with ICT. Okay. Okay, I like this one, very specific. Okay, congrats too. Now we're going to the expert accounts. Okay, so for the expert accounts, that's what I like about them, is that we talked about it. There's no scaling, you can take out as much as you want, etc. So here we go. Winner of that one, 50K expert account, is Thomas Salzedo, or Tomas Salzedo. Congratulations, Tomas Salcedo. Says, I look for their strategies. I look for an inverted fair value gap after a sweep is taken and a candle close for confirmation. Cool. And then after they lose 2 trades in a row, he already said, actually, today I already lost a trade. I sized down for the next trade. My risk in my account of 50K is stop loss is 250 and take profit 1-to-1. And then I see where the other buy side is near for the next one. Okay. That's pretty solid. Yep, that's pretty solid. I like that. They were very specific. I think 250 is pretty good risk for the 50K accounts. I do use that as well on 50Ks. Okay. So where are we up to now? 100K expert. And the last one we're going to do is the sim funded, like already funded. So that's going to be exciting. Oh my gosh. Some of your responses are crazy. I'm not gonna really read them because don't want to embarrass someone, but like some of you guys are funny, but like someone really wrote like they go to the gym until they cry or something. I hope not. Damn. Okay, so far we're up to the 100K expert 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 100K expert account. We have 3 more to give out. 100K expert, 150K expert, and then the long last waited for 100K sim funded. Thank you for bearing with me. I'm taking this kind of seriously, so. Ooh. I like that. I do like that, actually, this one. Congrats for 100K expert account. Congrats to Sri Venkatesh. They say that for their strategy, they use the ICT Silver Bullet, they use ICT's kill zones, and they wait for structures to form, and they check DXY confluence. How the big stocks are performing. One shot, one kill. Cool. And SMT divergence. Great. But what I liked here was that they said they stop what they do. They stop trading and return the next day. Very good. And they journal using Jared Tendler's workbook and see how they can get better the next day. Cool. Another Tendler fan in the house. He has free worksheets on his website. That's what I use as well for my mental game. A lot of people ask, right? He has free worksheets. It's jaredtendler.com/worksheets. Not sponsored, but I do like this, that he uses like a workbook and he journals. Cool. Congrats to Sri. Last expert account on the docket now is the 150K expert account. Where was this? 150K expert account. I'm reading. Okay, it's gonna go to Ardahan. Congrats, Ardahan. You're Ardahan Hansesis. And their strategy is market maker models, so MMXM plus breaker in kill zone. What did they say for their risk management? They're cutting risk in half, and if they have 2 losing trades in the same day, they're stopping trading for the day. Nice. Very good. Okay, last one. Who's ready for that one? Who is ready for the last? We're giving away an actual funded account. Oh my gosh, so crazy. Let's go, let's go, let's go. All right, I'm taking this one quite seriously. Because this is like, you don't gotta pass anything. You'll just get funded, and you can pay out probably the quickest than from everyone else. Okay, I think I found it. Yeah, I like this one. Okay, found it. Here we go. Congratulations. The winner of the 100K sim funded account is Ed. They say that their strategy is significant liquidity grab, Asia/London kill zone, higher time frame highs or lows. Very specific, I like that. They enter after market structure shift into a higher time frame bullish or bearish PD array, usually a fair value gap or an order block. Sounds really good. And they say, for their risk management, they stop trading for that day and they half risk on the next trade and the next day. And they review their performance to see if any flaws are prevalent, whether it's in there. Okay. Review performance to see if flaws in trade management or in model/market conditions. Okay. I like that. So congratulations to Ed. We got all our 7 winners. This has been fun. I hope everybody enjoyed this. This is now past the kill zone. What a crazy NFP Friday. I hope everyone enjoyed. Hope I provide a little bit of value. Let me know if you guys want to do another. I mean, we've been doing giveaways pretty much like every week now. So let's see. Mr. Tuesday Trader, thank you so much for the $2 donation. We broke yesterday's high. NQ. Does ES6 sister? Probably. Yeah. I'm not really trading it, but like that's probably what people are thinking about. So congrats to all the winners, you know, and thanks for everyone for coming. And I had fun. We had fun on this Friday. And I really hope I really hope that everybody has stayed safe today in the trading world, and we'll see you back here on Monday. Check out, I'm going to release a video interview with Patrick Whelan, so keep a lookout with that. Keep a lookout on other content coming up. I will be reviewing different prop firms, and I will also be putting out a couple of tutorials. Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Domingo Bonilla. Love from Brooklyn Bushwick area. Keep doing your thing. Thank you so much. And also, welcome to the Bagel Club. Somebody joined. Here we go. Oh yeah, we already said Walter, but somebody else joined as well. Thank you, everybody. I really love the community here. I really try to give back, and I hope that today's giveaway was actually kind of fun. Tanya, you should make a video on risk management. I think that's good. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. But anyway, I'll see you back here on Monday, same bat time, same bat channel, 9:15 a.m. I hope everybody stays safe. Have a great weekend, everybody.